Hello and welcome to The Frame, an initiative of Access Framingham. We begin this week with steps being taken by local legislators to enact tougher regulations for automatic license plate readers in the future, following the expiration of Flock Safety's contract with the city. Flock Safety provides devices in an attempt to help law enforcement groups nationwide with their investigations. Their AI-powered cameras can capture data, while information can be searched for to ping vehicles in question across their system. However, Flock's presence within Framingham has come under fire in recent months. Worries have been raised regarding how and where local data is stored, as well as how secure that information actually is, while others have bemoaned what they see as increased mass surveillance. After it expired at the end of June, Flock's contract with Framingham was not renewed, as the local police department told The Frame that cameras have been turned off and will be taken down. Now, the City Council's Rules, Ordinances, and Ethics Subcommittee has drafted tougher laws for any ALPR company that may do business with Framingham in the future, including requiring only license plate data being recorded and being eligible for audits of their search logs. During the group's meeting on July 1st, District 8 City Councilor John Stefanini said these changes could come through the passing of the Trust in Local Law Enforcement Ordinance, though he added his belief that the Framingham PD will be able to safely store data moving forward.
The goal here, in my mind, was to present something that is workable within the parameters of the concerns that have been raised. I personally believe we have to have some level of faith in the men and women that run the department and their ethics and their willingness to protect the civil liberties of the people in the community within the laws that exist in our community.
Still, some residents have pushed back on the idea of any ALDR company entering Framingham in the future. Public comments during the recent meeting called upon local leaders to consider future risks related to data security, while some contended that any ALDR vendor looking to work in Framingham down the line must go on the record to detail where and how their data is kept.
I think we really need to educate ourselves and really understand how expansive and how far-reaching the risks are. We're just talking about Framingham. This is happening times 80 to 100,000 cameras across this country.
The subcommittee eventually moved to have the Trust in Local Law Enforcement Ordinance passed along to the full City Council for their consideration. Stefanini recognized that if the ordinance becomes law, the choice for ALPR providers will be between complying with the city's rules or, quote, giving up on this marketplace. Framingham residents heard updates regarding the extension of the Bruce Freeman rail trail into the city during a meeting at the local high school on June 29th. The roughly 20-mile-long trail currently spans from Lowell to Sudbury, as the extension into Framingham is primed to be part of the third and final phase of its creation. When completed, the Bruce Freeman Trail will connect cyclists, runners, pedestrians, and other users between Framingham's Pleasant Street and Mass Pike area and Sudbury, while the multi-use path will meet with other local trails like the Carol Getchell Trail and the Cochituate Rail Trail. On top of making the 12-foot wide path within the city, Framingham's scope of work includes the development of additional parking off of Water Street, improved safety measures for pedestrians, and upgrades to stormwater and drainage systems. During the recent meeting, residents urged local leaders to enforce traffic and speeding rules along the path, especially for those riding electric bicycles, while also keeping flooding and environmental protection efforts in mind during the trail's extension into the city. Framingham's Planning and Community Development Director Sarkis Sarkeesian explained the estimated start of construction for Framingham's first phase of the extension has been pushed back from 2029 to 2030, though he added that city officials will try to accelerate the timeline while leveraging funding from the state and federal levels.
It's our time now that we complete the trail. We're not going to turn the truck around. We want to complete this project. You folks have been very patient, and we're excited that we keep the momentum going. We are going to try hard to push this project fast. We're going to see if we can move this project up. The mayor's going to do everything he can to try to move this project up.
More details on all of the top stories that we cover here on the show every week can be found on our website, www.theframe.news. There, you can find full written articles, feature pieces shot across the community, and a calendar that's filled with upcoming local events. Be sure that you're subscribed to our email newsletter as well, so that you're always in the loop with Framingham News in Focus. Updates on the plan to develop a new elementary school within Framingham were provided to residents by the Framingham School Building Committee during a virtual meeting on Wednesday, July 8th. The new pre-K through grade 5 school could replace the current Hemingway Elementary School on Water Street, as it could be developed at the former Sisters of St. Joseph property along Bethany Road on Framingham's south side, a parcel that the city acquired back in 2023. Those in favor of a new Southside Elementary School claim it would provide equitable access to education for residents living south of Route 9. Others have claimed that the current Hemingway facility, which was built back in 1961, is no longer suitable for students. However, a new building at the current Hemingway site could be created through this plan, while renovations and add-ons to the existing Hemingway building remain on the table. Designers are considering aspects like space, amenities, accessibility, and necessary site work while considering options at both the Bethany Road property as well as the current Hemingway site. Cost estimates for the proposals are set to be ironed out during a subcommittee meeting on Monday, July 13th, while a vote to approve a submission to the Massachusetts School Building Authority could also take place that night. Vertex, the construction management company in charge of developing the new elementary school, estimated a fall 2030 opening date for the school last November. In the wake of the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, Framingham leaders gathered in front of the Memorial Building to read the nation's founding document aloud on Wednesday, July 8th. The event was part of the Sharing the Spirit of America initiative, spearheaded by the Massachusetts 250 Commission in recognition of the very first public readings of the Declaration of Independence. July 8th marked the 250th anniversary of the document's first public readings in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Framingham officials and community members gathered downtown to commemorate the words set forth by America's founding fathers. Access Framingham will have a full replay of the event, but in the meantime, here's perhaps the most famous of all of the Declaration's passages.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
As always, more local news coverage is available on our social media accounts. Our Instagram handle is @FrameNews_, and you can simply search for The Frame on Facebook to find us there. Subscribe to Access Framingham's YouTube channel and hit the bell icon there to be notified once new videos are uploaded. Full Frame episodes are posted onto Spotify too. Follow us there so you can either watch or listen to our weekly news show. That's all for this week's Framingham News in Focus. For the entire team here at The Frame, thanks for joining us. My name is Brendan Fitzpatrick. We'll talk to you next week. Take care.